All right, welcome back to KTV Knife Television, everybody. Good morning if you're watching this here early on a Sunday morning. Who knows? By the time you see this, it might be you know, a Friday in the year 2028. Anyway, this is Knife Television, KTV. I am your host, Cowboy Sebop, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, right? Because you will be the first, one of the first, to see such beautiful cutlery. All right, guys, a little under the weather today, but you know what? Things got to be done. Okay, let's talk about the K Bar USMC. I know there's 9,000 videos on it. It's just an extraordinary, you know, it's an extraordinary knife. Has a lot of history behind it. You know, found it in the 1300s, I believe, used by millions. The military. This is the version, the USMC, right? The K bar, stack leather handle, 1095 Crovan. This one, I have three versions of this. Listen, I was going to show you guys like a top five choices, but I can't find one. It's driving me crazy. I'll tell you what that is later. But anyway, the USMC, uh, I've had this forever. Killer leather sheath. It's just an awesome blade to have. All right, razor sharp, has saved many a life, and probably ended a few as well. All right, so but who can afford such a knife? I mean, these days they're running between like 105 to like 125. All right, but say you really want to go that route. You want a combat, Bowie knife, and you can't afford it. Well, you got some options here. All right. The first one that I really seriously, highly, highly recommend is kind of a joke, but the Case Double X USMC. Same type of knife, same exact, gorgeous leather sheath, and yeah, this might run you a little bit more than the K Bar USMC. I'm just being sarcastic. I do have some other options for you guys. All right. The K Bar is just a little darker, but same premise, same everything. Um, Although, leave it in the comments, guys. The K Bar features the 1095 Crovan, and this is 1095, carbon. I don't know the difference. Once upon a time I did, but I don't anymore. These are great knives to have for either use or for the collector. All right. So if you're a collector, but you still like this style, but you don't feel like spending another, $100, $200 on another combat Bowie knife, well, here's what I suggest you look into. First and foremost, the MTech model MT-122. It's been tested. It passed all the tests. The only thing I don't like is the sheath. All right? You don't want that big MTech on your crappy leather sheath. I mean, this is basically crap leather. I don't know. Like you think it's good leather until you get yourself one of these. So they do sell USMC type sheaths. All right, that holds the 7-inch Bowie knife on Amazon for like $10. All right, so this is the MTech. Guys, with me so far? Look at it compared to the K Bar. Now this stacked leather has been treated over the years, with some conditioner, but this is like a polished stacked leather. Stainless though, black stainless. The spines are the same. I forgot to check this spine. I believe the case might be a little thicker. If not, it's the same. All right, so you got your MTech here. All right, the MTech model MT122. If you can find it, you're looking at about $25 to $40 for this bad boy right here. And I think I gave a couple of these away over the years. All right, I don't think I paid $25, $40 for it though. I think mine was more like $20. All right. So anyway, there is your case. I'm sorry, your MTech MT-122. All right, this is a great budget option. You know, another one is check this one out, guys. Hold the bus. Forgot I had this. You guys know about the company called Zizco, SZCO, also known as Right Edge, model 21134. This is called the Marine. Did I even open this one up yet? The Marine hunting knife. Right here. You know, Zizco makes some pretty decent knives. All right. Half decent sheath. I think it's better than the MTech. All right. Just by feeling it alone. It's not the best sheath on the planet, but you get what you pay for. All right. It is better than the MTech though. But check out the blade. Move this bad boy over. Okay. Yeah, this one has not been used. Never ever. Again, I think this is some sort of like 440 stainless steel. All right. Compare it with the legendary K-bar. You know, let's talk price here. The Zizco is about $17 on Amazon. So if you just like that overall, look, and you can't afford, as I said, the $100, $200 knives, $17 on Amazon. Right? You can't beat that. You can't. I mean, it's stacked leather. Let's check out the sharpness out of the box here, shall we? Sorry, guys, if I'm dragging through this. I really appreciate you guys being here. Ready? Oh, the wind even stopped for me. Yeah, this definitely needs some. Here comes the shark. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I could, as you can see, the oil stain still on that. I could definitely take this to a rod and sharpen this bad boy right up. All right, so that's really it. Leave the comments. Does anybody out there own the Zizco? Again, model 21134, the Marine hunting knife. All right. Does anybody out there own the MTech MT122? How has it treated you? All right. Remember. I can't stress this enough. You treat your knives like knives, and they will last you forever and a day. All right. So if you were from a distance, right? Say you're out with the boys, you're camping away, you're doing your thing. Say you got the MTech with you. Hey, if I didn't tell you guys that this was an MTech, you're gonna think I'm dealing with the K-bar here. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that will know are people like me that want to take that closer inspection and go, oh, MTech, huh? But if the knife was performing and treating you well, who gives a rat's duty? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is fun. Oh, goodness. All right, which one's my K-bar? There we go. Got to line these up for the once over, right? And this guy here. All right, let's do that once over. I'm going to go back to sleep. Hey, thanks so much for being here, guys. All right. Got your K-bar. I'm ripping up my shamag. The case. Yeah, just in case you can't find the K-bar, which is very rare. Very rare. You know what I mean? The M-Techie and the Zizgo Kid. All right, guys, so there are your options. And I did have another one by United Cutlery, and I can't find it. Apologize. I don't have a good track, and a good memory. So, all right, hope you guys like this. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll see you guys in a couple days. All right, take care. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.